The Law and Policy Doctorate program is a 2-year professional doctorate program. It is aimed at professionals who have at least 10 years in a certain field, but they want to take their career to the next level. They want to study something in greater depth, and they want to solve a real-world problem.
I think the main reason why I selected Northeastern's program is really its approach. In taking a look at really the balance between law, economics, and statistics, and really how all three of those really interplay with the professional work that I do. As a higher ed administrator, we're constantly looking at policy issues and really the equity of those issues.
In my own field, I'm an attorney. I work in healthcare. And I felt that this really gave me that foundation that just practicing as an attorney wouldn't give me. I know how to do the technical parts of being a lawyer. But this really gave me that fundamental public policy grounding in how to affect policy, which is what I do, and how to articulate it, how to design policy, how to address policy issues that come up.
I chose Northeastern's Law and Policy Doctorate because actually I work in education, but I work at the intersection of education and federal policy. So I thought it would give me the background I needed rather than a traditional EDD. I didn't pursue the PhD route because that's more of an academic degree. And I just felt that having the background in, law and legal reasoning, as well as the policy theories, would help me to better perform my job.
Well, currently, I am my country's ambassador to the United Nations. I basically represent my country's interests by participating in the General Assembly and in the 6 committees of the United Nations. The program for me for the past 6 months has been a great learning opportunity. I felt that there are a number of things that I've learned that so far that are applicable to my job. There were some things in there that I learned that I could actually directly apply because having sat across the table trying to negotiate the deal, sometimes there were some skills that we learned from that lecture that were applicable in that situation.
I enjoy the fact that we meet once a month. I interact with my cohort mates. You get a chance to have actual interaction in a classroom environment. But also during the week, I feel like I'm still with them because we're interacting in a virtual environment.
Students in cohorts form incredibly close bonds. These are personal bonds, but also professional bonds. I know that many graduates of our program have gone on to serve on each other's boards, have worked with one another professionally, but also personally. These are relationships that will last a lifetime because it's such a unique experience. Students not only learn from the faculty, but they also learn an incredible amount from one another.
What I love about the program is the cohort model. I looked at online programs that were purely online, that you never saw a human being and just interacted. And there's a place for that. This program, I think, you learn so much from your colleagues. We meet once a month for 3 days, which works for me because it's a weekend and I can get away for that. And I think that interaction I get with my colleagues is just so important.
In our program alone, we have folks that really run the spectrum in terms of corporate, military background. We have folks in higher education. This richness of diversity within the types of professionals that we bring into the classroom, what's really helpful is when you're taking a look at that coursework and you're working through the materials and making that connection to your work day in and day out. You're not finding yourself making a disconnect. You're immersed into the program, you're immersed into the learning materials, and you're finding that learning material carries over to your professional life.